What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out waiting on the stream to start. For those of you catching the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when we do these live chats. And take part right along with us, right? It's more fun to be able to chat. So we've got a few travel atomages and some decants that I'm going to check out here today. We've got Guerlain Platine Prive. Finally getting around to checking that out. Randy had sent this with a few others. Shout out to Kalen. I know he's in the chat already. Lorenzo Pazzaglia Deep Sea we're going to check out. I saw we got a request from Roy to start with this. The reason I'm not going to start with this is because the last time I did a decant stream, it was a Lorenzo Pazzaglia fresh fragrance that made my nose wear out and I had to end the stream because I couldn't smell anything anymore. So I'm not taking that risk with this. This is the last one. I'm sorry, Roy. Lots of love. I love you, Roy. I am not. You're going to have to catch the replay, my man. I know you're many hours ahead. I'm not running the risk of not being able to smell the other ones because so far I've been burned by how my nose wears out to these Lorenzo Pazzaglia fragrances. And then we've got two travel atomages that I've yet to open that was sent to me a while back from Ormonde Jayne that I just haven't gotten around to checking out. They're still sealed. We've got Isfarkand, I believe is how you say that, and Vanille des Afriques. I know this one's a new release. I don't know what year this one came out. This might be a pretty new release, but I know this one's a 2024 release. So we'll check these out. I believe they're 10 mLs. Yeah, 10 ml travel atomizers. We'll check those bad boys out here in just a little bit. As far as what I'm wearing, as per yesterday's stream, Creed Viking Cologne. Decided to give it a few sprays, good stuff. Kind of wanted to wear Original Vetiver a little bit more, but I'm super familiar with that one. I've only smelled this one on the skin one time prior to yesterday. So I want to spend a little time with it because I would like to go ahead and rank my 10 Creed fragrances as my next house ranking because I have 10 bottles finally, enough to make double digits. I want to rank them because I want to talk about them. I've been spending some money on Creed lately. I want to talk about them, damn it. So Creed Viking Cologne is what we are rocking today. So let's get caught up in the chat. We've got 83 in the first 2 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on your way in. I sure do appreciate that. I know we were hint, wink, winking yesterday about Seraphim Red for tomorrow, not tomorrow. So sorry to disappoint. That review is not tomorrow. It is. I'll put it to you this way. Before this weekend's, pre-sale will be active and the review video will be out. And a bunch of good things that come along with that I can't speak on yet that I'll talk about in the review video are going to happen, but not tomorrow. Small change of plans, but it is this week. I'm just not going to tell you which day. Make sure you got notifications turned on. That review is dropping this week. And pre-sale is starting, and you're going to have a small window of pre-sale, not the usual 2 weeks. Absolute Ventus. Hope everyone's doing good today. Great choice. And then there was Roy requesting Deep Sea. I'm sorry, Roy. You're just going to have to catch the replay, man. For those of you that didn't know, Roy's 7 hours ahead. It's bedtime for him right now. 5 o'clock for me is like midnight for him. So, yep. Going to be last, my man. Sorry. I've been burned most recently in my most recent decant live stream with one of their fragrances wearing me out, so I'm not taking the risk. If I start with that and my nose wears out and I can't smell the 3 after, I'll be pissed. So I ain't saving it for last. I'm not saying the other 3 don't have the potential to do that, but so far, one from that brand has done that to me. Kalen, good to see you, sir. UK, yes, RXL, it's a decant. I ain't paying $350 yet. Dan the man, hemp sweet pineapple honey melon lotion layered with Kate Alfreson. Joel, good to see you. Kajal Lamar, beautiful fragrance, absolutely stunning fruity floral for men, very masculine. In the last 3 days, Kajal fragrances, 2 samples, and my bottle of Icon. Most surprisingly, the 3's Massa. Wow, Massa's great. My very near future buy. Jacques Fath Le Loden, which is one of the ones I do not have. John, good to see you, sir. Barreto Bal de Freak, beautiful fragrance. Smells similar, but well, yeah. Smells so, yeah, it's Vibrant Vetiver Delight's a clone of it. The intention is for it to smell very close. Yeah, it's good enough. It's one of those rare occasions where it's like, yeah, I'm good with clone. I've smelled Bal de Freak so many times, and I think it's beautiful, but I think Paris Corner's version, it scratches the itch. It's not as good a quality, obviously, but I don't think it's a big enough gap like some of their others where it's like, the original's so much better. I don't think it's just so much better. So that's why I'm good with Vibrant Vetiver Delight. I get the same feeling wearing one or the other. Honor and glory for Neil. Macy's has Pradalome for $50 for a 3.4 ounce. Whoop. That's a hell of a deal. There you go, guys. There's a great deal mentioned. Thank you for sharing with everyone. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Sin of the day, Triumph of Bacchus. Magnifique. Great choice. Great choice. Mr. M.A. Styles in the house. Do his workout elixir. So that's a lot of conversation going on amongst yourselves. No big deal. I just know I'm not going to pin everything of y'all just talking back and forth. So we can try to get there at the 10-minute mark if we can. No guarantees. Might be a few minutes after. Blue Noir EDP and Platine Prive are signatures for you. All right. Newt, good to see you, sir. Killian's Old Fashioned, the new release. Good to see you, John. To Cosé. O2 by Pierre. But you always come in with some obscure stuff I've never heard of. Patchouli, cannabis, tobacco, pepper, chocolate, coffee. That does sound like an intriguing fragrance, that's for sure. So let's see. Darren Roy, good to see you, sir. Narciso Rodriguez, Blue Noir EDP. Speaking of, so versatile. God, you can wear that for anything and everything. Yeah, traffic. It's always funny to say traffic. It's one of the absolute most versatile fragrances I own, as far as my opinion on it. Just good for everything. Great. It's not great at any one particular thing. It's very good at literally everything. That's what makes a great signature scent. If it's very good in every situation with every attire, jack of all trades, master of none. That is what a true signature scent is, in my opinion. It's really good for everything. It's not perfect for any one thing. It's very good for everything. Yes, sir. I appreciate you letting everybody know. Man, I'm so glad. I need something to take my mind off pain right now. My dead father passed on Wednesday. Damn. Funeral about 2 hours ago, and you're here? Damn, it hurts, but much love. Well, I mean, hopefully we can provide a little entertainment. You want me to go tell somebody to go fuck themselves or something? Give you a little entertainment? You want me to rant on somebody or something, man? Damn. Man, I'm so sorry for your loss. I understand the pain. Trust me. Fuck, I'm sorry to hear that, Jonathan. And I'm not going to tell you what most people would say about, in time, it doesn't get better and it doesn't go away. It's been 21 years for me. Doesn't get better. It doesn't go away, my man. I know that's not the sugar-coated answer. It's the hard truth, and it'll make you stronger, as weird as that sounds to say. I'm terribly, terribly sorry for your loss, man. I'm terribly sorry. Maybe somebody will say something really stupid and I can make you laugh by saying something that'll get me criticized on the end. Well, I don't care. I'll get criticized. If I can entertain you specifically today, that's my fucking goal, man. I'm so sorry for your loss. Polo Sport, you smell good. You smell like the 90s. The greatest decade of all time. Fight me, anyone. The greatest decade of all time, man. Great fragrance choice. Great choice. Cashmere by Anthro Apothecary. Never tried that one. Aventus Cologne. Excellent choice, Cody. Excellent choice. My man Dan and Malik's in the house wearing Coastal Breeze. Hell yeah. Lorenzo Pazzaglia, love the house. I really need a bottle of Sangria. That's the best thing I've tried from them so far. It's unbelievably good. Yeoman Law Blue Spell. Everybody showing some love to Jonathan. Yeah, absolutely. 40 knots, great choice. Very, very good choice. Myself, Le Parfum, great choice. And on YouTube been so long, what's new with the fragrance game nowadays? Boy, that's a loaded question. New fragrances come out. I don't know what answer you're looking for here. You want me to break down all the newest releases in the last however long you've been going? I don't know what answer you're looking for here. Fragrances come out and we talk about them. It's same old shit, man. Same old. Good to see Ryan. Triumph of Bacchus, masterpiece. Versace Pour Homme, great choice, Clinton. Wulong Cha for Antonio, excellent choice. That is a matter of opinion. That's how you feel. I don't know. We'll see. A tough week, I bet. Peace lives well and died peacefully. But at least he died peacefully. At least there was no suffering involved. So that's all you can really hope for in situations like that, is that they went as pain-free as possible, peacefully as stated. So that's all you can really ask for in these situations when it's inevitable, right? So Fuck, man. Somebody say something stupid so I can curse at you or something. Try to make this man laugh. Fuck, man. Lost his father. It fucking ain't a whole lot much worse, man. Especially when you're close with your dad. Ain't a whole lot worse in the world, in my opinion. I'm gonna find somebody. Don't worry. I'm gonna be the puppet that's gonna dance for you to entertain you. I'm gonna find some way to entertain you today, man. That's my goal. This is the haul. New Intense Man EDT. Just realized today I used up all my Lamborghini cologne. That means you like it. Why EDP Cinnamite Infrared Eau de Toilette Spice Bomb line. Vetiver Sensuelle, and tonight will be Sidrap Wazé. Vetiver Sensuelle, just mentioning it's going to make Joel happy. That's for sure. Good to see you, sir. Let's see. Skip down. Let's get close to the bottom. We'll go ahead and get started. Because of your list, I'm going to wear my whole Creed collection for the rest of the week. And see, I'm debating because I still want to wear Himalaya and I want to throw Original Vetiver on. So I'm probably going to have 3 Creeds in my rotation this week. So it is what it is. It kind of shakes out that way. CH Birds of Paradise, great fragrance. I think the opening 1 million Royal and Birds of Paradise pretty similar. Do you get it? Not really. But I mean, if that's what it smells like to you, then that's what it smells like to you. I don't really. I'd have to do a side-by-side to try to look for what exactly you mean. But off the top of my head, I don't feel like they relate specifically, but I'd have to do a side-by-side. I'm not going to say yes or no. From what I remember of the two, no. But, I mean, if that's the way it smells to you, that's the way it smells to you, you know. 212, great choice. Mercedes-Benz Man Bright. That's an underappreciated. Very, let me say under appreciated one more time. Explorer Platinum Blindly, don't know what to expect. Your opinion. Creamy woodsy type of fragrance. Kind of in the vein of almost like a little bit of Dior Homme. A little bit. It's like this resinous, creamy, woodsy type of fragrance. It's speaking of underappreciated fragrances, that was a decent release last year. Sidewalk Bank, Seraphine Blue, great choice. Great choice. Been away a while, chaps and chapses. Been away a while, chaps and chapses. Chapasses. I'm fucking that up, I'm sure. Great to come back to my favorite decant reviewer. Glad I could be that for you. Shout outs to Rick. Rick, you see what kind of shit you've started with this whole decant review thing? Light Blue Forever and Niche Man Marine Layering. I've never heard of the second one. To Me 19 Degrees, phenomenal. Is my favorite. I wear that almost weekly. So I haven't looked at any notes on either of these. I'm 100% blind. They had sent that when they sent Flor Oud, which we did a while back, when they sent Montebaco Flor, I'm sorry. Montebaco Flor, when they had sent this a while back, which is a beautiful floral. When they sent that one, they had sent these 2 travel atomizers in here. And I never looked into them. I was like, put them to the side right here. So eventually we'll do those on the stream. Well, today is that day. I don't know a single note of what to expect for the profile. I don't know shit about either of those fragrances. I just know that one of them, I believe this one, is a 2024 release. I want to say they had said that in the email. Vanille d'Afriques. That's how you say that. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the bottom so we can get started. Because this chat doesn't slow down. Wow, I am so far behind. This chat does not slow down, and hey, I love it. I appreciate you guys. You, sir, I am prepared to rip your head off in the chat later. You and your little buddy, Jims. Guys, y'all need to tune in to Sips and Sniffs after this because they clickbaited my ass with their thumbnail. They're talking about overhyped fragrances, and they put fucking Vanilla Oud in the thumbnail. And I have been harassing them on Instagram about it. So make sure to check them out earlier. And me and Dedrick are planning to cause a ruckus in their live chat earlier. We're hoping it's just clickbait and they're trying to pull some people in with it. And they're not actually going to say the most blasphemous things about Vanilla Oud. So if you want to defend Vertus Vanilla Oud with me and Dedrick, tune in to Sips and Sniffs in about an hour. Watching you, Jason. Watching you in gyms. All your snobbery. Your fragrant snobbery you two got. Y'all ain't going to shit on one of my favorites, damn it. There's friendships on the line here. You hear me? Used to make Jonathan smile. Hang on, I'll think of something. Pizza is shit. Yeah, pizza's not, though. That's not even funny. Yes, Everybody and their mama has let me know about it. I'm just not going to buy it from Joma Shop. I'm going to get it from somebody when somebody else does a pre-order or gets it in stock or something, whenever that ends up happening. Oh, that's okay. Not the end of the world, but soon. Just make sure you got notifications turned on. Be safe on the road, Will. Be safe, my man. I'm trying to get to the bottom, and we ignite. Yeah, let them know, man. Acknowledge your tribal reviewer, Celerio Elysium. Speaking of Montabaco line, it smells like a dead ringer. All right, I have to get to the bottom. I'm trying my damnedest. It's been nice being friends with you, Ross, because after tonight's live, it may not be cool anymore. Just a little content so you can talk shit so Mr. Madison can have a laugh. Sir, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you the benefit of the fucking doubt here. Because I like you, Jason. I like Jim's. I like both of y'all. I'm going to give y'all an opportunity. I'd hate to see some friendships end over Vanilla Oud. But me and Dedrick are prepared. He straight up said he's unsubscribing from your asses. Because trust me, we talk. Watching y'all. We're watching y'all tonight. We will be there to defend the honor of Vanilla Oud. That is for sure. So I see you, Sally. What's going on, man? Kix Griffey's in the house. Kingsgate 22 inspired by Bergamot 22. Kix Griffey approved. FW Wolfpack for life. So we are 17 minutes in, 154 strong. I need to get to this, damn it. Maybe so. I might turn my nose up at you, how y'all snobby motherfuckers turn your nose up at fragrances, which you better not turn your nose up at Vanilla Oud. It better be some clickbait BS. I might have to. Jason Vercher. Who's that? I used to know a guy named Jason Vercher, I think. Dutch, my man, what's going on? Jet Black Enigma from Michael Malone. You know, we're still friends currently, so I'll take your word for it. But maybe later we might not be. I don't know. We'll see. That depends on what kind of shit y'all talk later. Obviously, we're just fucking around, guys. I will give them hell if they talk shit about Vanilla Oud. We're totally prepared for that. Don't you We made it to the bottom. All right. So, we are going with one of the two fresher ones first. Roy, I'm sorry. I just don't trust Deep Sea to not make me go nose blind and ruin the others. So, Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Platine Prive, the only one in the line that I don't have. I've been meaning to try. Shout outs to Randy, Rick's favorite decant reviewer, for sending this my way. Out in the air, I'm immediately reminded of the cologne flanker, the beloved hype beast discontinued L'Homme Ideal cologne. Oh, that's a dead ringer for it. It does smell a little bit more. Like, is that bergamot? Because I don't recall bergamot being in the cologne. The cologne's got like grapefruit and orange. I bet that's bergamot. It smells like bergamot. It's very similar, but it's not identical. It's not the exact same, but it's close enough. If you got the cologne, you don't need this one, but more than likely, if you have the cologne, you probably have most of them, and if not all of them, and you need it to complete the line. I need it to complete the line. I've got literally every one but this one. Oh, it's damn good. It's very, very close to the cologne. 9 out of 10, I can tell you now, because the cologne's always been 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Let's look at the notes. I could swear that I'm smelling bergamot. Let's see. Grapefruit, green almond, Haitian vetiver, pink pepper. I could swear I'm getting some bergamot here as well. 8.5 out of 10. Hell yeah. I mean, it's almost identical here. This is such a great fragrance right here. So there is bergamot in the original. Okay. I didn't recall. I knew there was orange and grapefruit. I didn't recall bergamot being in the original. In that case, it's virtually identical. Smells pretty much the same to me then, because I'm distinctively smelling some bergamot here. So they just kind of changed things up a little bit in this note breakdown. The bottle looks slick though. I just need to add it. It was limited edition. It's going to cost me an arm and a leg to get it. I don't have to have it, but I have to have it, if that makes sense. It's not like I'm going to not be able to live without the bottle. I don't need the damn fragrance, but it's the only one I don't have. I need to complete the line, you know? It's going to bother me until I add it. It's pretty much the same. If you have the white bottle, the cologne flanker, the one that got all the love years ago, it's the same. It doesn't smell any different really to me. I feel like I'm smelling the cologne. Some may get subtle nuances differently from one to the other. I'd have to do a side-by-side to really see if I can find something to reach for. But off of my scent memory alone, because I've worn the cologne flanker so many times, I have 2 bottles of it. It's virtually identical to me. Unnecessary purchase if you have the cologne. It's just one of those deals where if you have to have it, you have to have it. And I had my opportunities and kind of slept because I knew it was going to be identical. And now that I'm smelling it, yeah, I guess if there's one for me to not have, it would be this bottle because it's virtually the same fragrance. It's amazing, though. It's 9 out of 10. If you don't have the cologne, it might be a little easier to get this one because the cologne flanker is going for pretty good money on eBay these days. But yeah, Ormonde Platine Prive. I'm going to say it's a 9 out of 10. Bitter almond. It's not too creamy yet. I still got a lot of zesty, sharp, juicy citrus up front. That I get more bergamot than I recall getting in the cologne flanker specifically because I've always gotten a lot of orange and grapefruit. Maybe it's just the balance that this one gives more bergamot. I don't know. Damn good, though. Damn good. Let's try to keep up with this chat. What's going on, Mike? Good to see you. Chrome EDP. My favorite version of Chrome. Wasn't at first, but over time, it definitely got to that point. Eager to see you, sir. Intense Strapoise. Great choice. You going shirtless into this one tonight, huh? Really standing on business. Anyone trying Hamidi Addicted Intense Smoky Aventus batch? Not familiar. Dolce Diablo. All right. Are you, sir? Platine Prive as a watered-down vibrato. Kind of. I don't know if I would say watered down. It's not fruity like that. It's all about the citruses, whereas vibrato's got a lot of fruitiness going on. I think that's a reach, honestly. Smells kind of wet and wet to me, honest. I mean, that's just the way I see it anyways. Indeed, sir. Somebody mentioned it earlier as well. Called Photo. Yeah, Lagerfeld Photo. My cousin still has a bottle of that. Imperium by Electimus. That's a beautiful fragrance. Let's dive into another one, shall we? Let's go with Isfarkand. I believe is how you say that. Isfarkand. From Ormonde Jayne. Let's see what they're working with here. Get this 10 ml. Beautiful travel atomizer. Look at that juice color. Oh, no, it's the back of the thing. I was wondering. I see there's some bright colored juice. Large 10 ml factory travel atomizer. Does not have the name of the fragrance on there. It says ISF 10 ml on the bottom. Why do they not have the name of the fragrance printed on here, though? That's kind of strange to me. Decent cap on here. A little bit of weight to it. Some metal filled with plastic. Really nice travel atomizer. Really good sprayer. Again, totally blind with these Ormonde Jayne fragrances. Never looked at a note breakdown. Never heard anybody talk about them. I know nothing. That's like a lot of cooking spice. A lot of it. Like I smell like I'm in the. It smells like I'm in the kitchen. Wasn't expect. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting that. There's like coriander, cardamom. Like I'm just trying to think of different cooking spices. Not rosemary. I don't get like that kind of green. I get a little bitter and spice. And like peppercorns. Cooking spices. Smells like a culinary fragrance. It really does. I can't go any further without looking at these notes. It's like I'm in a culinary class. That just smells like a spice rack almost. It's not the elixir, is it? I don't think it is. This is parfum. Okay, so it's this one. Pink pepper, cedar, lime, bergamot, moss, vetiver, mandarin orange, spice. Really? Smells like a bunch of cooking spice. Let me go to this one just to see. Same notes. And this is the parfum. Yeah, this is the parfum. That pink pepper's got a few things going for it. It doesn't just smell like pink pepper, because I said peppercorns, so there you go. But it also smells like it could be some coriander and some cardamom. Maybe it's that cedar mixing with it that's kind of adding to the pink pepper, but it definitely smells like peppercorns. So pink pepper makes sense. It's not distinctively black pepper, but it smells like, you know, fresh cracked peppercorns. Maybe a mixture of white pepper, black pepper, pink pepper. You ever get those, you know? Crack a little pepper, the mixed peppercorns. It's kind of what it smells like. Again, it smells like I'm in a culinary class. I'm strictly getting the peppercorn and I guess the cedar. A little bit of citrus, but like it being ranked third makes sense. Woody and spicy are the main two. I would say spicy and woody would be the top two accords here for me. It's nice, though. Not blowing me away. For being a woody, spicy fragrance like this, it does smell of really high quality. It does seem pretty straightforward and simple. Like, I'm kind of surprised to see iris. I don't know how much of that's going to come to the forefront based on what I'm smelling now in the opening. Obviously, it can develop and change at any moment. Peppercorn and cedar. A little bit of citrus. I can't distinctively say lime, bergamot, or mandarin orange, but I can tell you there's a little bit of citrus, a little bit of a juicy citrus smell, but it doesn't lean to any one specific of these three citruses for me to say, it's very orange or very lime. This is really nice. I don't think it's phenomenal. It's not blowing me away. I think it's a very safe, everyday masculine wear, good quality stuff. Oxford. It smells like something to rock with an Oxford and some nice slacks, maybe some double monk straps or some loafers, you know, that kind of feel. I'm going to go 7.5 out of 10. It's very good fragrance. It's not blowing me away. It's okay. Better than okay. It's very good. I don't know. I think I've smelled so many that really speak to my taste lately that I'm underwhelmed a little bit by it, where it's like, yeah, it's really good, but it's like, it's not wowing me. It's not like pulling me in to get really excited. It's very straightforward, very easy to understand. It's a solid fragrance. Nothing special to me, though. Just got to call a spade here. I'm going to put it back in here. How often will I wear it? I don't know. I have to revisit it. It's not, again, not captivating me, but it's a solid fragrance. I'm going to stick with 7.5 out of 10. Nothing groundbreaking here. I think you spelled it right. It is amazing for sure. 1 million elixir from Montrese. Monte Côte Parfum. Got to love the iris in this concentration. Yeah, sure did. Yeah, it's a phenomenal deal. Angry Tomato, good to see you, sir. Vintage Cologne. We got a lot of Creed love again today. I'm wearing a Viking cologne, sir. Let's see. Doing 0 on I-75. Fuck my life. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Bumper-to-bumper traffic. It does not smell like curry to me. No, sir. Good to see you. There he is. You scroll back. I done had a word about you and Jason when Mr. Virtue showed up here. I'm watching you, sir. I already told everybody about your stream and how we're to defend Virtus Vanilla Oud's honor here this evening in your stream after this. Kept mentioning Rick and Sin Exploring yesterday's live. Who's Rick? So anytime you see RXL Pour Homme pop up in the chat, that's Rick. Scent Explorer is a convention that's in New York that I don't go to. A lot of people seem to enjoy. I went to the very first one in 2019. Haven't really had the desire or availability to really go since, but people seem to enjoy it. It's a bunch of content creators, a bunch of people that enjoy fragrance, and a bunch of different brands are there. It's 3 days this year. Somebody must be trying to buy a house to make it 3 days this year. It's very much everyday wear. I guess you jumped in since after I had said that, because it very much strikes me as Oxford slacks, and then like I'm visualizing double monk straps or loafers, something along those lines, like a semi-formal, semi-casual, kind of that in-between where you're not dressed in a t-shirt or a polo, but you're not in a suit and tie either. Kind of falls right into there. Citrus is coming out more. It's nice. It is really good. It just doesn't like wow me. So let's see. Good to see you, Rafe. Day 3 silent rescue. Life has been hell recently, but I'm still here. Well, I hope it gets better, my man. I definitely hope it gets better. So let's go ahead and get into this next one. We're going to dive into the other Ormonde Jayne. This is Vanille de Afriques, I believe is how you say that. The only thing I know about this one, Intensivo, can't forget that. The only thing I know about this one is it's one of their newest releases. I believe this is because it was in the email when they said they were sending it, that it's a 2024 release. So that's all I know about it. I don't know a note. I don't know a profile, olfactive profile and classification. Juice is yellow on this one. We have silver print instead of the red this time around. On the bottom does its abbreviation. Come on, there we go. Vanille, 10 ml parfum with a lot number. Come on back, focus. Let's spray the line in the face. Give you one more. Ooh, that's like an ice cream vanilla. Okay, now we're talking here. Very cooling, cold vanilla was what I got in the top. I don't know if I can attribute it as metallic, cooling, or what. Just immediately that's what I grabbed. But I get like a lactonic, creamy, cold feel was immediately what met me when I sprayed it. So let's see what we're working with here. We got potential here. Ooh, very floral. But it doesn't strike me as wildly feminine. It is a bit metallic. There's a little bit of a sour feel to it. This one's interesting. This one's not as straightforward, simple, and everyday grab-and-go masculine man like Isfarkand. I believe that's how you say that. That's what that was. This has more going on. This one's a bit more on the special side, I guess is what we'll say. Oh, it's different. Okay, now we got the excitement and the juices flowing here. That's different. So it's lactonic. It's a little aldehydic. It's a little metallic. It's flowery, but earthy flowery, like an earthy floral smell, almost like a fleshy, petally, jasmine-like type of smell. It's not the vanilla I thought it was in the initial blast. Okay, I'm excited about this one. This one's an experience. There it is at the bottom. Okay, it is a 2024 release. People seem to be liking it. 8.2 out of 10, 37 rating. Spicy, sweet, creamy, floral, powdery. Okay, it is jasmine. And the earthiness, the earthy floral is jasmine mixed with osmanthus, because the osmanthus tends to give this earthy, flowery smell. So that makes sense. So carrot seed, coriander seed, pink pepper, Sicilian bergamot, orris butter, osmanthus, jasmine absolute, magnolia bud, bourbon vanilla absolute, amber, musk, cedarwood, vetiver. I don't get loads of spice to where I would put spicy as number one. If anything, I would put floral, woody, spicy. That's the way I would put it. Because when I see floral, I think powdery immediately anyway. I get a little metallic and lactonic as well. I don't know what's giving it that milkiness. Maybe it's the vanilla. Maybe it's some other notes blending with, I don't know. But what I do know is this one's very interesting. Way more interesting than the first two. Oh, the Orris, that iris is coming in more. It's getting a little bit more powdery, but it's creamier at the same time. As it's getting more creamy, it's getting more powdery. But it's still a little lactonic and metallic. That fizziness that I was thinking was a bit aldehydic faded already. So it lacks some of the brightness I got in that initial spray. It's already settled in a little bit. That's damn good. There's a kind of this green facet to it. What can I attribute that to? We had coriander seed and carrot seed. Carrot seed would give a little bit of that, but carrot seed kind of goes hand in hand with the Orris. Kind of gives that powdery. Yeah, it's a little vegetal, though. Carrot seed comes across a little vegetal sometimes. The carrot seed in Evening Mystique's a little vegetal and green in the opening. So, I don't know. Is this Mon? Because it would be the same oil if so. Who's the perfumer? Do they use Mon? Because if they use Mon, then that'll be this probably the same carrot seed oil that's in Evening Mystique that Claude used. I don't know if they use Mon for their oils, though. Don't know. Boy, if they had like a Orchinox or something, that'd be a dead giveaway because that's a Mon copyrighted trademark note. Oh, that vanilla's coming out more. Okay, so it's getting much creamier. It's getting a little bit sweeter, but it's not like crazy sweet. Again, sweet being the second ranked accord, maybe as it dries, that's what makes it climb up to the second position. But I would still put floral at the top of this, but it's not over the top flowery and powdery. I don't think it's a very feminine fragrance. I think it's perfectly unisex. This is a perfume lover's fragrance. This is for the enthusiast. This has nuance and development. It's literally been just a few minutes and it's changed like 3 times already. 9.5. This is one of those olfactive experiences as a perfume lover you're looking for. You're constantly looking for experiences like this. At least I am. That's how I view somebody that's really into this. You're looking for stuff like this. This speaks to my taste on what wows me. This is something that I would like to wear to dinner, to get-togethers, where it's not over-the-top classy and elegant, but it's not your typical mass-appealing fragrance either. It's nothing basic here, nothing very straightforward. It reminds me of literally nothing else. Very unique, very unique. There's elements that you could maybe tie to this and tie to that, but nothing that I've smelled where I'd say this is very much a lot like this fragrance or very much like that fragrance. I'm always looking for experiences like this. Oh, that's so good. It's even got a little bit of a waxiness to it. Kind of surprised. Because I wouldn't expect the Orris butter to be waxy here. Carrot seed typically doesn't do that either. Because carrot seed goes hand in hand with iris and Orris. They offer a similar smell sometimes. Usually, when you see Orris butter in niche fragrances, a lot of the times you'll see carrot seed. Not all the time, but you see it a lot. Think about fragrances like Meander from Amouage. Think of Evening Mystique is another prime example. That's 2 right off the top of my head that have carrot seed and Orris. Well, it's Florentine Iris and Evening Mystique, but Iris, Orris, tomato. Yes, they have different nuance. They're different parts of the flower, but the Orris butter is created more from the root, from my understanding of it anyways. This is damn good. 9.5. Easily a 9.5. What are people relating it to? Vanille, Iris, Black Tie, I'm not familiar with, but I'm not familiar with this one. Pretty much the same notes, yeah. So this is a previous release from 2015. I guess they rebottled it. Ooh, maybe I can find out it's from Mon. This was apparently discontinued. They've done a lot. Ooh, Montebaco Intensivo. Done a lot of Ormonde Jayne fragrances. See if there's anything specific that I see in their portfolio. I'm not familiar with the perfumer. Well, did Isfarkand parfum that we just smelled. Molecule 01. All right. And different iterations of it. A lot of the molecule fragrances. Ormonde Man. Is this like the entire house? Are they the in-house perfumer for Ormonde Jayne? And I'm just not aware? Because it literally looks like their entire catalog here. I don't study specific perfumers, so just to let you guys know. Let's see. Yeah, looks like pretty much their entire catalogs, I guess, the in-house perfumer. But nothing that strikes me specifically that's a Mon fragrance that I'm familiar with. Yeah, this is absolutely outstanding. I think 8.2 is kind of undershooting it for my particular taste. I think it's a 9.5 out of 10 personally. Beautiful, powdery. The vanilla is setting in more. The spice has subsided. It's early, it's spicy, but it's really not all that spicy anymore. Just a little pinch of it in the background at this point. It's faded. It's lost that metallic tone. It's not as lactonic and milky anymore. It's creamier than it is milky. It's not as like the difference in creamy and lactonic here, or creamy and milky, is the way I'm describing it, the way I mean it in particular, as a more watery take versus a thicker take. So it's more of a watery lactonic feel versus a thick and creamy type of smell. It's more on the thick and creamy side now, whereas it was a bit more lactonic, a little more watery, like a thinner milk consistency. Trying to make it make sense for you guys on what I actually mean and what I'm trying to describe here. This is amazing. It's basically settling into a beautiful powdery vanilla fragrance. It's really, really, really well done. Like, really well done. Wow, this is awesome. I'm really into this one. 9.5. Yeah, this is the one to beat. I don't think Deep Sea is going to have a shot. I'm not saying it can't beat it, but it can't beat it. That's what I'm thinking here. So let's get caught up on the chat before we dive into the last one. Centaurus, Aralfa, Virgin Island Water, Silver Mountain Water, Himalaya, Middlesteam Imperial. Jesus. Hell yeah. Roll a nice fat joint and we ready. Well, you go ahead and blaze up and have you a good old time, my man. Jim and Jason, please wait for Ross and Dedrick before you do Vanilla Ooh. It should be entertaining as usual. Yeah, because we talked about it. Our asses will be there. Ooh, got the triple blacks. All right, have high hopes for them. I hear good things about them. They're great. They're great. I have the Castle Rock gray ones. I have the Teddy Santis sulfur colorway. That's basically a pale yellow and green. I have the Joe Fresh Goods prom blue, which is solid baby blue. The whole shoe's baby blue. Those are a recent release. I have the workwear. They almost look like a Carhartt kind of beige brown kind of color. And there's a bunch of other 990 V6s that I want. 990 V6 is amazing. It's one of the best everyday sneakers you can wear. Yeah, they're amazing. Congratulations on your first pair of 990s. V6s are great. I think the V6 and the V3 are the best ones, personally. It's my full bottle of Vanilla Oud, full bottle of Algabra King of Flowers. Out the 2 King of Flowers. Speaks to me. Vanilla Oud does too. It's a 1A, 1B thing. It's the whole discussion of Platine Prive. Such a great purchase for me. Really enjoyed it. I think it's really good. So let's skip on down. What's going on, MG? How are you, sir? Another go. Something in that opening came off strangely animalic to my nose. So it might have been because I got a more of an earthy tone, and I think it's a lot of the osmanthus early on, based on the note breakdown. I think it's the osmanthus personally, and maybe that's what it is for you too. That's what I'm thinking, anyways. Could be wrong though. Ormonde Jayne is such a really good house. Well, especially the Montebaco line. Oh, my. The Montebaco line in general is a much more masculine line. That is a men's fragrance line, the Montebaco line. I mean, women can wear it, but it's very masculine. Baby Cat is much more unisex. Something like Zaharoff's Signature Tobacco. Very well-rounded, versatile tobacco scent. What's going on, Kara? Good to see you. Cologne for a while. What are your thoughts? That's my favorite PDM fragrance. Very strange, blood orange, zesty citrus at the top, but it's very spicy. Very, very warm and spicy. That whole Baccarat Rouge 540 tie-in, maybe 30% of the DNA. You can pick it up a little bit, but it's more of a reach than it's like, oh, it's inspired by it. Oh, but the bottle's red. It must be. It's a bit of a reach. It's there, but it's barely anything. Very, very spicy fragrance. Very pepper dominant. Resins and spice. A lot of blood orange up top. Love it. Love it. It's my favorite PDM fragrance, and not everybody does. It's kind of a strange one. Le Beau Le Parfum. Excellent choice. Could be, because it's a Jasmine Absolute, but it could be a dozen or so different Jasmine Absolutes, right? Depends on where it's sourced, and it could be other notes working together with it to create that. Because it was just for a moment I got a little bit of waxiness. That's gone now. Yeah, I don't get any waxiness anymore. So let me skip on down. So this is the first chance, I believe. Or was it the second chance? No, I didn't even get to it because Cherry Ink wore me out because I didn't even get to it. Was what happened last time. Cherry Ink wore my nose out. Got my opinion on it. Excited to hear from you. Well, we're going to find out here in just a moment. A daily wear signature scent. You, sir, got a big old sack of nuts on you. That's a bold everyday wear, in my opinion. Bravo, sir. I salute you. You got a big old sack of nuts on you. To wear that every day, no matter what, no matter the temperature, no matter what you're wearing, that's big dick energy right there, my man. Gotta say, kudos to you. One more soft live stream clap for you. Hell yeah. I love the fragrance, but not to wear it every day. Very much cool weather fragrance for me. Evenings and such. But hey, man, do you. You definitely going ahead with your bad self. That's all I'll say. I'll try Tanger from Ormonde Jayne. Trust. I believe you. I believe you. I have to get my nose on it. I think you meant Cologne. Yeah, Cologne. Okay. B stands for balls. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Capital B. Let's go. It's a hell of a fragrance. So I basically meant how does compare to Baby Cat? Oh, very different. Baby Cat's a much darker, smoky fragrance. No, this is a softer fragrance. I don't mean weaker when I say softer. It's not as aggressive as a profile. Blue samples on the way. To me, Montebaco Intensivo has a bleach accord. I just can't shake for some reason. Not sure if it's just me. Bleach. I don't relate because with Intensivo, I get a lot more tobacco out of that one than I do out of Verano. Verano is much fresher, more grapefruit. Both are loaded with Isui Super. It could maybe be the way the Isui Super comes across on your skin because it's loaded down with that synthetic woody note. Could be that. To me, the Parfum Pour Homme is the best one. It's the most expensive one, go figure, but I think it's the best smelling and best performing. It's one of the greatest openings ever created. I'll argue with anybody about that. Ghost in the Shell almost turned into my signature. You can get away, and look, I'm not the layering type, but I could see the potential in where that could make other fragrances better. There's a good base because it's loaded with molecules, right? Good to see you. Struggling in work. Scent of the day, Dreamer from Versace. It might be the fragrance. It's because you're wearing the Dreamer. I think you need a good, bright, uplifting scent when you get home from work to kind of change the game for you, my man. I hope it gets better for you. Samples in the lockbox. Got to go down the street to pick them up. Scent of the day, 1 million elixir. Hell yeah. Angry Tomato. I know what you mean, but for me, it's just a bit. It doesn't bother me. Try the new Montebaco Rio. It's a fruity take on DNA. I love the Montebaco line. I'm definitely interested in checking that one out. A fruity take on that DNA? Man, count me in. Deep Sea, Lorenzo Pazzaglia. Let's go. It's time. Give it 2 good sprays. I hope it doesn't wear me out. Very salty. Very, very salty. Makes sense based on the name. I wouldn't say Mega Mare salty. Not to that point. On top of Atlas more specifically, but peppermint? Is that peppermint? Or mint leaf? But a little pepperminty, salty, aquatic. I like this. That's very minty, super minty. Not eucalyptus like the Seraphims. This is like peppermint. I get peppermint specifically, not spearmint, peppermint. And it makes it so bright and fresh. And I even get a little bit of a smoky nuance, like maybe there's some incense or a Gaiac wood or something like that. I think more incense. Because Gaiac wood, the smokiness from that's a little taric. It's a bit darker. Slightly funky, if you will. Holy shit, this is great. Now I see why y'all are asking me, especially Roy. I know you'll see the replay, Roy. I know why you were asking now. Because you wanted to see my reaction. I hope I'm delivering on what you were hoping I would say. This is at least the second best one of the 4 that we're smelling here. I think it's more wearable in more situations because it's a fresh fragrance versus Vanille de, don't want to say it wrong, Afriques Intensivo, which is magnificent to me. That is peppermint. I'm going to be shocked if it's anything but the word peppermint in this note breakdown. But what? Hey, that's some bullshit. Y'all gonna make me go to that hellhole? Man, I don't want to go over there. I fucking hate going to this website. They don't have it either. Okay. Let's go to the Lorenzo Pazzaglia website then. At least I don't have to go to Fragrantica. It's in English, all right. Well, it's supposed to be in English. No, not Italian. Let's go English. Okay, here we go. Where is Deep Sea? Arctic Sea. Black Sea. Dream Sea. Did I read that wrong? It is Dream Sea. I'm stupid. That's my bad. Yep, it is there. My bad. My apologies, guys. My apologies. So 7.6 out of 10. Aquatic, fresh, sweet, woody, creamy, ozone, pepper, pink pepper, aquatic notes, black pepper, green notes. In those green notes is like mint leaf. I'm shocked I don't see the word peppermint anywhere. That is so minty. Spices, Bulgarian rose, white blossom, lang lang, sandalwood, vanilla, ambergris, black sea salt. That makes sense. Cedarwood. This is damn good. I think they undershot it with this 7.6. This is bare minimum in the 8s and not just a basic 8. Like I think 8.25 might be the minimum this receives. I'm not ready to give it a rating yet. I want to let it develop and settle down just a little bit more. Because that rose is starting to come out. It's still salty, aquatic. It's bright and fresh, but it's very minty green. So these green notes is a collection of green notes, obviously, and mint leaf has to be one of them, the most prominent green note here. That's what it smells like to me. Maybe it's the pink pepper with the green, maybe with a regular mint note, or I don't know, because it does have a very much a sweet peppermint kind of smell, plus saltwater aquatic meets a touch of rose. This is really good for an aquatic, quite unique for an aquatic. Is anybody relating it to anything? Never tried it. That's crazy talk. Ani. What? Crazy talk. Tomfoolery. La La Land, make believe. I don't know who put that. And I'm not throwing shade at you. And I'm not saying you're wrong. And I'm not saying I'm right. But boy, am I saying I disagree. Whew. Nishane Ani? What? Who? Salty Amber, maybe. I don't know. I never smelled that. I never smelled either of these two. But I'm damn sure very familiar with Ani. No. This does not smell like Nishane Ani. No, sir. Not even like Ani X, which is the aquatic version. Still no. But that's what that person and or more than one people, however many, because it looks like it's got more than one rating. 16 ratings. There's 16 people I disagree with. Now, look, maybe it dries down into it and I got to eat those words. I don't know. But in the opening, definitely not. Definitely not in the opening. I'm shocked to not see peppermint anywhere. This is great. This is like 8.75, I think is the number we're going to throw at. It's almost an outstanding rating. It's great, bordering the outstanding. This is potential bottle worthy here. Not more than Sangria. Maybe more than Summer Hammer, though. Summer Hammer is pretty damn good. I got that one right here still. I don't know. Kind of a toss-up on which I like more between Summer Hammer and Dream Sea. But I definitely like Sangria the most. That's the highlight of the house for me so far. This isn't crazy salty, but clearly salty. Does that make sense? It's distinctively a salty aquatic, but it's not over-the-top salty like a Lattafa Atlas Megamare type of profile. I bet it is strong. I believe these see eyes and longevity ratings. We capped it off with a damn good one. The last two were the best two in this situation. The first two were good. Pretty damn good fragrances, but the last two fragrances, Vanille de, I'm always going to screw this up, Afriques Intensivo, amazing. Absolutely outstanding. My kind of jam. My kind of jam. But Deep Sea, this is going to be one that would pull the compliments in, I would think, because people like fresh. And this is unique and fresh. And does smell like it's got some pop. It's like got that coming off the skin. People are going to smell you. You go spraying this 5, 6, 7 times, you're going to have some crazy bubble around you. People are going to smell you. Yeah, we're going to 8.75 on Dream Sea. Luckily, it's not wearing my nose down like Cherry Ink did. I might need a bottle of that. There's a few that I still need to get a bottle of. Like a Dolce Melodia from Suspiro. Still need to get a bottle of that. I still need a bottle of Sangria from the same house. And I might have to put that on the list. What do you guys think that have smelled it? 8.75? Sound good? That's what I think of it. I think it's 8.75. About to hit an hour. We got some time to hang out. Scroll down. Where was I? Yeah. Have you smelled it? It's one of the better earthy irises on the market. Citizen Jack, absolute. Scumbag. Glad he's gone. No, it's not salty like you would think. It's distinctively salty, but not overly salty. It's really good, Sally. I think I like it more than Summer Hammer. I'm kind of leaning that way here. And it's that peppermint smell that's doing it for me. It's got me by the balls. It really does. I want to try Montebaco Cuba. I hear good things about that one. Let's see. Let's keep on down. Yeah, Dream Sea. Yeah, I was saying it wrong. I'm not mad. You don't actually see me mad. I get worked up and go to entertaining myself sometimes, and maybe it looks like I'm mad, but I'm really just being dramatic, just for the sake of being dramatic. I'm putting on a show is what it comes down to. God, that was not that. It blew my mind that people were praising that as a great Cajun accent. That sounded like a very forced Cajun accent. People that actually talk flat like that, that's more like that. That's that accent right there. That's the proper way. That's what Gambit mixed the deeper voice into it of Gambit. It's more whoosha. It's more of that, less of what Channing Tatum was doing. Like, I was shocked to see the internet praising it. Like, oh, that's authentic. No, it sounds like an actor doing it that's not from South Louisiana. That's what it sounded like. I think he did the best he could with it, because if you don't grow up around that, or if you don't naturally have a little bit of it in your own natural accent from being around it your whole life, and you're forcing it and you're just like trying to study people to copy it, maybe not, it's not going to come across as the most authentic. And it didn't. That's why I was very surprised to see the praise it got. But I think it was the best it could be for him. I think it's the best he could bring. And for that, I applaud him, because you can tell he was really trying to be as authentic with it as he could. I'm about to make a name for myself. That's not, it sounds forced. That's not how that's supposed to sound. Man, I'm about to, let me try. Man, I'm about to make a name for myself here today. Can you hear the difference? I wish we could do the side by side and not get a copyright. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here today. It's a little flatter. That's Cocodrie. That's Dulac. That's Dulage. That Don the Bayou right there. That's the authentic side of it. When you grow up around it and you have even people, elders in the family that speak that way. Yeah, it's so, like I said, it was the best he could do with it. For that, I applaud him, but it wasn't as authentic as if he was actually from the area. It could have been better, but it was clearly the best he could do. And for that, it was really good. Like, I would, it's not cringe or nails on a chalkboard to me to have to sit through a Gambit movie that's clearly going to get made now. I think it's going to be good. And I think he'll continue to work on the accent and get better and better, especially if he's going to have a feature film out of it where he's going to have an entire, several months that he's going to have to speak like that. I think he'll just get better and better at it. Let him know. Evil Angel's in the box that you sent me as well. Yeah. Vibrato. It's all right. Too much hype, though. I think it's pretty good. No, I agree. I don't get Ani or Ani X. Dream Sea, Arctic Sea. Carbonera's in the box. It's not disrespect. I just like it a little more. Love the content. Any alternatives to the Ormonde Sport 2021? I appreciate the $1.99 super chat. That's kind of funny that you did that with Conor McGregor. I would highly suggest getting the Ormonde Sport 2021 if you like the Ormonde Sport 2021. I don't know of any specific clones or alternatives for it, and because it's a fragrance that you can get well under $100 discounted for a big bottle. I would suggest going the route of that one, honestly. You're probably not going to like my answer, because my answer is get that fragrance if you like that fragrance. It's not like it's some $400 fragrance. You know what I mean? You can get it for like $70. Let's see what's going for in Fragrance Spot right now. Pull it up so you guys can see. Might not have it in stock. Yeah, it's out of stock right now. What was it going for, though? So it was going for 70 for a 75 ml. See, 7042. So, I mean, I would go with that if you like the way it smells. I wouldn't go looking for an alternative of a $70 fragrance. I would just get the $70 fragrance. You're not going to be happier with a $30 version of the $70 fragrance. I wholeheartedly believe that. That's like Fakar Gold from Lattafa versus 1 Million Parfum. I say it all the time. Get 1 Million Parfum. Like $75 for 100 ml. Fakar Gold's like 35. And it's definitely not better. It's not as good. believe it or not, a 1 million fragrance is actually better than something that's cloning it. Yeah. So I know that's maybe not the answer you're looking for, but it is the honest way I feel. It's the truth of how I feel, man. I want you to get the best for your money. Thank you for the super chat. Sangria is red wine and tart fruits. Oh my God, it's so good. It wore my nose out. Literally made me have to end a stream the other day. How are you, sir? Zion Intense. Top 4. I've only tried 4, so I can't give you a top 4. The only 4 I've tried is Cherry Ink, which I don't advise. Dream Sea, which we're smelling here today, is really good. Summer Hammer is damn good. And then Sangria is the must-buy from the house for me. There you go. Kaylin's got way more experience with the house than I. That's who sent me all the decants, all the samples. Rayon Corium, good to see you, Nerd says. If anything, I've tried VPR, but that's my 5th, if so. Slightly cool today where I am. I wish it was here. The Most Wanted Intense, could not wait anymore. Well, hell, enjoy it. Cheers to you as well. Yeah, but honestly, Diorum Sport's better, in my opinion. I feel like it's Diorum Sport, Diorum 2020 plus other notes. They're very similar. It's really how I feel, my man. I know you were looking for an alternative, but the honest to God truth is, if you like the way that one smells, that's worthy of spending the extra couple of bucks on. You know, I say all the time, look, there's a bunch of clones and inspired fragrances and hybrids that I love and get a ton of joy out of. But in most cases, especially when we're in this price bracket here and we're talking designers, man, just save the extra couple of bucks, skip a few of those cheap clones for a couple of weeks and just get the one you really want. Because sometimes most of the time, it's really worth getting the original over the clone. There are some exceptions to that for me, but in this instance, I highly encourage just get the Diorum Sport 2021/2022, same fragrance, if you prefer it, if you like the way that one smells. I definitely want to explore more. So let's see, what do we have left? So for another stream, we have Escopazo. We have Van Ecstasy X. We have Vampirum. We have Evil Angel. We have Carbonera. And last, we have Extreme Passion. That's the ones that are left from the brand from this box of samples. Basically a discovery set that Kaylin had sent to me. Get these Ormonde Jaynes out of the way. Put those over here. So really good stuff. Some really, really good stuff. To protect the Virtus Vanilla. Yeah, we're about to shut it down. Definitely protect the honor of Virtus Vanilla Oud, guys. Don't forget that thumbs up. Oh, it's been so therapeutic. Gosh, love listening to this stuff. Thanks for the distraction. Jonathan, I'm terribly, terribly sorry for your loss, man. I hope we provided a little bit of entertainment and escape for you here today, because we're about to shut it down. Definitely if you want to keep it going, head over to Sips and Sniffs. Literally, where's Joel's? Here we go. So as you can see right here, Sips and Sniffs. It's actually an N, not an and sign. Sips and Sniffs with one F, I believe. So Joel kind of butchered it. He spelled it the right way. The way they do their channel, it's a little different from the proper way to spell it. Looking at you, Jims and Jason. But head on over there. Let's defend Virtus Vanilla Oud's honor. Me and Devin will definitely be there in the chat. So if you want to keep the party going with the live stream distractions, my man, which I think you probably need considering the day, I would encourage you to head over there, get some more fragrance talk. There's going to be a little bit of shit talking and joking around going back and forth between the screen and the chat. So I think you have no idea. I'll have to have dinner with the family. I have to catch the replay for the honor defense. Hey, man, go have a great dinner. I won't be live tomorrow, but we'll be live again Thursday and Friday. Got some cool content coming this week. Seraphim Red videos dropping this week. Pre-sale starting this week. Not tomorrow, like anticipated. Slight change of plans. Literally going to be on the phone with George after this, after the live stream. I got to give him a call. So be on the lookout for that for those of you interested in hearing about Seraphim Red. Many prayers to you and your family, Jonathan. Thanks, everybody, for coming hang. I appreciate all the super chats. Anybody that wants to get in for the member stream for this weekend still has an opportunity. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. Thank you guys for joining me. Check out today's video if you haven't yet. And see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.